Hello students, today we will see internetwork. Then what is meant by internetwork? Today it is very rare to see man in isolation because they are connected to one another. When two or more networks are connected, then they become an internetwork, or this is also called as an internet. A internetwork is formed when distinct networks are interconnected to each other. The internet is a structures organized by system. This internetworking started as a way to connect disparate types of computer networking technologies. This computer network terms is used to describe two or more computers that are linked to each others. When two or more computer networks or computer network segments are connected using devices such as router, then this is called as a computer networking. See this figure contains here first is work group, then here concentrated, then switch, here is connected hub, then here FDDI, then here is one of the ATM machines, then here IBM network, suppose this is IBM network, it is connected by token ring, then packet switch, lease lines, and here circuit switch. This is the core technology. Here this is internet connected and these are the remote accesses. That means these are connected, two or more networks are connected, then this is become a internetwork, or this is called as also called as a internetwork. Then these internetworks is formed when distinct networks are interconnected, then this structures is organized in systems. Any interconnections between commercial, public, private and industrial or government network may also be defined as an internetwork, and internetwork is a collection of individual networks connected by intermediate networking devices that functions are as a single large network, and this is made up of many wide and local area network joined by connecting devices and switching devices. There are following variants of internetwork. There are two types. First is intranet and then second is extranet. Then what is meant by intranet? An intranet is a set of interconnected networks or interconnect working using the internet protocols. IP stands for Internet Protocol and uses internet based tools such as web browsers and FTP tools. FTP stands for File Transfer Protocols, that is under the controls of single administrative entity. Then second is extranet. What is meant by extranet? An extranet is a network of internetwork or internetworking that is limited in a scope of single organization or entity, but which also has a limited connections to the network of one or more other than usually but not necessary trusted organization or entities. That means this extranet is a network of internetwork, but it is limited in a scope to a single organization or entity. This is called as a extranet. Then benefits of internetwork. First is internetwork reduces network traffic. Then second is to reduce traffic is optimized in performance. Whenever it contains any traffic, then it is reduced traffic because it is optimized performance. Then network problems can be more easily identified and isolated in smaller network as opposed to one large network. Then we can more efficiently span long distance by connecting multiple smaller networks. These are the benefits of internetworking. Then now next topic is data communications. Today, data communications and networks are changing the way we do business and the way we live. Today, everyone is connected either through computer or mobile or telephone. We want to quickly access to accurate information, business or a day-to-day work of human being rely on communications based on networking or internetworking. These communications refers to exchange of data between a source and receiver via some of the transmission medium. Some examples of transmission mediums are, here is wired communications or radio communications. These are the transmission medium. The effectiveness of data communications depends on four fundamental characteristics as given below. First is delivery, second is accuracy, third is timeliness, and last is jitter. Then when delivery is the one of the effective communications characteristics because the system must deliver data to the correct destinations and data must be received by intended devices or users. Then second is accuracy. The system must deliver the data accurately. Then timeliness. The system must deliver data in timely manner. Data delivered late are useless. Then last is jitter. Jitter refer to the variations in packets arrival times. Then definitions of data communications or what is meant by data communications. The data communications can be defined as process of using computing and communication technologies to transfer the data from one place to another place and vice versa. This is called as a data communications. Or one of the definitions, one more definition is the transmission of electronic data over some media like cables, microwave, radio wave, etc. This is also called as a data communications. Then components of data communications. See this figures contains some components here: sender, then medium, receiver, and protocols. And important component is message. The data communication systems having some components. The purpose of data communications is to provide rules and regulation that allow computers with different disk operating system, languages, cabling, and location to share the resources. Data communications having these components. First is sender. The sender is a device that sends the data message and it can be a computer, workstation, telephone handset and so on. Then second is a message. Message is a information or data to be communication. It can be consist of text, picture, sound or video or any combination of these. Then third is a medium. The transmission medium is physically path by which a message travels from sender to receiver and it can be twisted pair, wire, coaxial cables, optical fiber or radio waves. Then fourth is protocol. A protocol is a set of rules that governs data communications and it represents an agreement between the communication devices. Without a protocol, two devices may be connected but could not communicate. These are the protocols. Then last is receiver. The receiver is the devices that receive the message and it can be computer, workstation, telephone handset, television and so on. These are the components of data communications. Then data representation. Data representations refer to the methods used internally to representation information stored in a computer. And information today comes in various forms like text, number, images, audio and video. This text contains, then first is text. Then what is text or what elements contain in text? Text is represented as a bit pattern, a sequence of 0 and 1 and ASCII codes are used to represent text. Then second is the numbers. Numbers are also represented by a bit pattern and ASCII code are not used to represent the numbers. The numbers are directly converted to the binary. Then third is images. Images are also represented by bit pattern and images is composed of matrix of pixel. Here images contains matrix of pixels. Fourth is audio. Audio refers to recording or broadcasting of sound or music and it is continuous, not discrete. And last is videos. Videos refers to recording or broadcasting of pictures or movies. There are 5 following forms of information. First, contain text. Text is a representation of bit and contains 0 and 1. That is, it represents the text by using ASCII numbers. Then numbers. Number is also bit patterns and it is not use ASCII, but it is directly converted to binary number. Then third is images. Images is also bit pattern, and it is contains metric pixels. And audio and video both are referred to the recording and broadcasting, and these are the audio is the continuous, not discrete, and it is the broadcasting of pictures and movies. Then data flow. The way in which data transmitted from one place to another, it is called as a data communication mode. The communications between two devices can be simplex, half duplex or full duplex. Then first is simplex. In simplex mode, the communications is unidirectional, that means single directions. One device on the link transmit and other can be receive. In computer system, the keyboard, monitor and printers are the examples of the simplex communication. See this figure. This figure contains simple one directions. Here only one directions. Then advantages. It is very simple and easy communications method, and it is cheaper in cost. Then disadvantages of simplex method is only allows communications in one direction. It is not bidirectional, it is only one direction, that is unidirectional. Then it is not possible to send back error to the transmit end. Then second type is communications mode is half duplex. In half duplex mode, the communications can take place in both direction, but only in one direction at a time. For example, two-way communications between computer and other computers that may be connected to a hub. In this mode, data is sent and received alternatively. In simple word, in half duplex mode, at a time only one end transmit data, while other end only receives. Shows the half duplex communications. This is A is sending and B is receiving. Then second is B is sending and A is receiving. Each stations can both transmit and receive, but not at the same time. The entire capacity of channel can be utilized for each direction. For example, walkie-talkie. Advantages of half duplex: enables two-way communications, and second is low cost than full duplex mode. The disadvantages: only one device can transmit at a time and high cost than the simplex. Then third mode is full duplex. Both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously. The capacity of channels, however, must be divided between two directions, and link may contain two physically separate paths, or channel bandwidth is divided. For example, telephone network. In full duplex mode, the communications can take place in both directions simultaneously, that means at the same time on the same channel. For example, two or more computers connected to a network device such as a switch that provides full duplex activity. For example, telecommunication systems. It is the best example of full duplex communication mode. Then these are the diagrams. These are the both the directional communications. Then advantages: enables two-way communication simultaneously, fastest method of data communications. This is the main important advantages of full duplex. Then disadvantages of full duplex: more expensive and complex methods, and two bandwidth channels is required for data transmission.